Hello, my name is Angilella, and I am 22 years old. For 3 years now, I got this book made, and on August 6, 2020, it finally got published. So without further ado, I shall read to you my book, Dotty's Freckles. Dotty's Freckles by Angilella. Illustrated by Angilella and Patrick Stickney. This book is dedicated to all people with disabilities. For those who say you can't do something, remember that you can. Just because you have a disability doesn't mean you're any different from anyone else. We are all exceptional in our own unique way. A special thank you to my former art teacher, Mr. Stickney, who always believed in me. Once, in the city of Rochester, there lived a 5-year-old, pigtailed, red-headed girl. She always wore a flower hair clip in her hair, and her name was Dorothy Preston. Her parents affectionately called her Dotty for short. However, when Dotty went to school, the kids teased her because of her freckles. They said, "Ha ha, Dotty has spots on her face. She's a spotty Dotty," and made her feel badly. On many days, when Dotty got home from school, she would go to her room and cry because of the names the kids called her. She felt like she didn't have a friend because she was different. One Friday afternoon, as Dotty and her mother were walking home, Dotty kept her head down because she was sad that the kids teased her again. Dotty was lost in her thoughts when she tripped and fell to the ground. "Dotty!" Her mother's mouth flew open and said in a surprised tone, "Are you all right?" Dotty was about to answer as she got back on her feet, when a sudden rustling sound caught her attention. She looked around and saw a shadow run between two nearby trash cans. She started to walk towards the shadow. "Dotty, come back," her mother shouted. Dotty's mom pursued her, but Dotty just kept on walking toward the trash cans. By the time her mom caught up to her, she could see that Dotty was focused on the shadow. "Oh my," her mom said to herself. Sitting scared in between the trash cans was a filthy-looking dog with whitish curly fur and black spots. "Hello, little dog," Dotty said in a soft voice. "My name is Dorothy Preston, but everyone calls me Dotty for short. Kids make fun of me at school because of my freckles, and they call me Spotty Dotty. Are you alone out here because other dogs have made fun of you too?" she asked. The dog stayed silent, but he tilted his head to one side as if he were trying to understand what Dotty had asked. Then he stood up, started wagging his tail, and walked out from the trash cans toward Dotty. Dotty laughed at the dog's reaction. She looked for a dog tag, but she didn't see one. "Well," she said, "since I don't see that you have a name, I'll just give you one." Dotty knelt to the ground to get closer to the dog, but her mom warned, "Be careful, Dotty." Dotty wasn't scared, because she felt an instant connection to the dog. "Okay, what's a good name for you?" she asked in a soft voice. "How about Mikey?" Dotty thought he didn't like the name because he gave no reaction to it. Okay, you don't like that, huh? How about Rex? The dog gave a confused look as he tilted his head to the other side. Dotty thought about it and decided that she didn't like that name either. Dotty had to think of another one. Yeah, I'll admit, Rex is the kind of name almost everyone in the city gives to their dogs. I think you deserve a different name other than Rex. Okay, let me think. Well, you are covered in spots just like me. I'm not much of a fan for the name Spotty Dotty for myself, but it does make the most sense to name you. Dotty took a deep breath. How about Freckles? Just then, the dog widened its eyes in surprise. It jumped in the air, ran around, and barked with happiness. Dotty laughed. I guess you like that one, huh? Just then, Dottie's mom knelt down alongside her and gave her a hug. She said, "Don't listen to those kids at school. A friend will like you just the way you are." That made her mom realize that Dotty and Freckles needed each other and how happy they were together. Dotty looked to her mother and asked, "Please, Mom, can I keep him?" Finally, her mom said, "Okay, Dotty, we'll take Freckles home and clean him. Although he doesn't have a dog tag, we should try and find out if he already has a home." Dotty's heart pounded with glee, and it seemed like Freckles knew he found a friend too, because he was jumping in circles as they all walked home together. Dotty seemed to feel better about herself, and for the first time in a long time, she didn't mind having Freckles. After all, Freckles didn't seem to care, and liked her just the way she was. Acknowledgements. I would like to thank the following people for their support, guidance, and unconditional love. Thank you to my mom and dad for always encouraging me to be who I am and for embracing my disability, something that makes me exceptional. My brother Matt, who thinks I am awesome and have extraordinary skills. I would like to thank my grandparents for loving me just the way I am, and my uncles, aunts, and cousins for accepting me and making me feel special. Mr. Stickney, who was my middle and high school art teacher and was always happy to help me with art and drawing. He mentored me throughout the entire process as I wrote this book. His art talent brought my words to life in the book. Mr. Ferguson, who was my middle and high school science teacher and always made learning fun. Finally, DJ Holtberg, for helping me get the book published, and his family for always being my friends. And that is the story of Dotty's Freckles.